word in the vocabulary and tried to use it as much as they could, and then
they seem to really catch on to that one. Didn't they?
It's good stuff right there. I mean,
we knew they were going to break at some point.
Yeah, and it's only day 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
We just lost count. All right. This is going to be one hell of a game, I think. I feel like we could be seeing all 3 maps. Na'Vi, obviously, as the desk was saying, maybe a bit underdogs in this phase, have looked just nuts in this tournament.
Yeah, they really have. I think part of it comes down to it is kind of that failure at the major, where like that loss has really fueled them, hasn't it? Where they just seem like you could see in that interview with Kerrigan, he was just like, the Cloud9 win was important to us because we just had to show that, we weren't going to collapse again. That like what happened at the major was, was a mistake, that we should have still won that series, and we should have been the ones to hoist the trophy. And so now it just seems like it's kind of cool to see them with like something to prove and almost a chip on the shoulder, and yeah.
Maybe they will be allowed. I mean, if you win this tournament, then that's something that people really can't argue with.
This is not an easy tournament to win, is it?
No.
Like just the 16 teams, but the fact that like all the top teams are here, and then the fact that it's BO3 the whole way through in a Swiss system, like makes it just so difficult. Like you have to like earn every single win. You're not getting any freebies really. Like even some of like the teams that you get matched up against, maybe like the Tylus and everything. Even they've shown that they can have an upset quality to them. Beating out Fnatic today, which is wild.
That I can't even explain that. And obviously Fnatic Fnatic were super disappointed on Twitter. If you were noticing, that was not a fun time right after.
It's not an easy thing to absorb, is it? As people who have watched Counter-Strike, CS:GO since 2013, 2014, where Fnatic has just been, they've always been there.
Yeah, they really have, and I think Peter over at HL2 is even saying like this core has never like finished that far outside of the top 8. So
yeah,
really interesting stuff, or at least not for a long time. Yeah, I really look forward to this game, and I think Overpass is a great map to get us started off with. And ultimately, I think it is going to be Na'Vi to have to show us that they can they can really stop FaZe at this level. It'll have to be maybe not an upset, but at least a little bit of an interesting turnaround if we get there.
I feel like I'm really scared for Na'Vi on the T side is what is going to make me the most afraid, just because just to see like kind of how they've developed with Zeus coming back in as the in-game leader, and how because they've struggled on that side in the past, and the T side is also especially on Overpass when you go against FaZe, like it's the funny joke, not really joke, it's like the funny situation where it's like pick your poison. You've got like Nico and Olaf at one bomb site, Guardian and Rain at the other, and then Kerrigan's just rotating, but where do you go exactly? Like, where's the weakness in that defense on this map?
I think because we've talked about everybody, and obviously the desk, and rightly so, ended up talking about sort of Guardian and Nico, some of the really heavy hitters. I think one of the really obnoxious things about FaZe is every pistol round they have Rain. He's so good, and that's so hard to overcome. Like, how do you deal with the fact that there's a really heavy chance you're going to lose every single pistol round because Rain just gets like 3 kills every time?
Yeah, and I mean the funny thing is it's not even just the pistol rounds on this map. It is it almost gives you that feel that like this is like one of the specialist maps for Rain. Like there's certain players who just have like certain maps where you just say they're very, very good on this map, very comfortable. This is that one for Rain, especially on the CT side, and he plays that critical role in the bathroom. So
yeah,
it's uphill for Na'Vi from start to finish. They're going to start on the CT side though. So that's a silver lining. And we're going to see how it goes. It's going to be Zeus with the HE grenade. And he actually dropped a CZ over to Electronic. And then we've got 2 sets of utility on the T side, Guardian and Kerrigan bringing those forward.
Yes, indeed. Quick boost there to look into the exit of Sewer. And a big welcome, everybody. This is a best of 3. Big trade going up there with Nico for Edward. Are both going down, so a little bit of an early thing. They do still have the utility left on FaZe, which obviously you can tell when you buy that much in a pistol round, you're planning something. And I mean, probably block off bank, block off the stairwell, put that Molotov somewhere good, and then see what happens.
That's a big trade. Then Nico's able to get that kill. Oh, okay, simple. That's a shot and a half. 1 bullet to Olaf's face. He's going to need a big game. He's going to need a big pistol round to keep this in Na'Vi's favor, and there's a follow-up. He's doing it. 2 headshots for Simple as he stays alive in the bomb site, tapping away at Kerrigan ever so casually, eventually goes down, but the damage is done. He's got his 2 kills at long range, And Kerrigan actually making this interesting.
Yeah, they should have realized that was a P250. There's no real point in fighting that long. But obviously, when Simple gets those kills, not only is it obviously great, but they've just put in all the utility. They already throw the smokes out. They already have the Molotov in. They can't do anything because they just get shut down. So the timing of the kills is also pretty important. And Kerrigan looking for a, well, 1 versus 3. He's already got the first one. Looking for a bit more. 30 seconds on the clock, and Electronic is up there, doing a little bit of damage. He can do this. It's definitely possible. Flashbang goes really high, and now he's in trouble. Running out of time. Electronic will take him down, and Na'Vi will win the pistol round. Very good job.
Yeah, that is a very nice job, and obviously it helps when you have Simple just grabbing that double kill very, very easily, very casually. It's going to be buy up an investment from FaZe. Everyone but Guardian, who wants to have that AWP out as quick as possible. So Kerrigan's got Scout and a smoke, and then you see the Deagles, the CZs, a P250 cropping up on the FaZe side of things. But they've got a lot of SMGs to go against and a couple players without armor in which to do it. How aggressive does Na'Vi want to be? Because Simple and Edward are pushing up, and they're going to go right up the stairs, right into party. They want to be very aggressive.
It's only going to be 2 people on the other side, so they should have a pretty good shot at doing this. Simple will get 1. Edward will follow up, and just the 1 return so far from Olofmeister to take down Zeus. Oh, could have had a chance, maybe. Well, looks like he's going to be forced all the way back, so not really much of an impact in this round. Oh, okay. Hello.
Yeah, that's nice. Leaping down the ladder, quick 2-0, and really not taking too much damage whatsoever. Only Zeus falling. They're going to be very, very pleased with that. Good start for Na'Vi. The exact start that you need if you're going to put up a good CT side and go for an upset win here, especially against your old teammate Guardian. But definitely you want to start out with a pistol win, and you want to make sure you don't take too many losses on that CT side and don't put yourself in some kind of a weird economic position. So nicely done from Na'Vi early on.
Yeah, they are going to be excited, and they're going to have an easier time this one. So
yeah, they shouldn't lose anyone against these Glocks. This should be a wipeout for them, and you can see Simple and Edward going to get aggressive. And now the byproduct of this kind of aggression from Na'Vi early on is going into that first gun round. I think FaZe is going to be much more passive, much more cautious. So we're probably not going to see too much of a FaZe team trying to gain ground in the first like 20, 30 seconds. So I mean, they're just going to buy themselves just a very small amount of breathing room.
That jump that Nico does to look onto the whole birthday party area is pretty cool. Just capping the arc of the jump, making sure that he doesn't sort of go into the air too much, and that's kind of hard to punish if you're on the CT side.
No hang time with which to get your head taken off.
Exactly. I like little details like that.
Well, we praised Gambit earlier for having a very fast round with the pure Glock, no armor.
Yeah, it's the opposite, isn't it?
Yeah, we should dock some points. I think this goes back to your taking prize money away, maybe.
Yeah, just
like whatever they get, 30% gone. I think
it's wasting everybody's time. Yeah, if you need to go get a drink, then now is it. You can make it to the kitchen and back again. Do you put your drinks in the fridge or in the freezer, Moses?
Which drinks?
Just soda drinks, whatever.
I put them in the fridge.
All right.
Don't they explode if you put them in the freezer?
Yeah, but you have to take them out again. I'm not that mental. Yeah, just.
So what do? You put them in the freezer for like an hour and hit the timer, and then you go get it?
Yeah.
What do you call it? Do you call it like pop or soda? Like when you like a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola, do you call them like pop or soda? This is a weird transgression. Either way.
Soda, probably soda.
Okay,
yeah.
That's very weird. I know in the UK they call them fizzy drinks.
Yeah.
I had that discussion earlier today. Very weird. Either way, we'll get off that subject. I just thought it was funny to laugh at the vocabulary of
yeah, we should do that more.
Yeah,
we British, should. Yeah.
I mean, you have some weird words as well. Either way, 3-0.
Nothing but.
is out for Simple and Guardian as well. Edward, the only sole defender in the bathrooms early on, and I was wrong. Actually, this was very fast map control coming out for FaZe. No one challenging over towards Party, and Olaf and Rain and Kerrigan went right at them, right where Edward and Simple had been aggressive in the previous 2 rounds. But look at Simple go. He's already clearing short sewers over towards B.
Yeah, very impressive, and it's super useful for Na'Vi to have this kind of position. Now, you can tell just because of that, they're going to rotate Susan back, and Simple will take down Rain, so it gets even better. Na'Vi off to one hell of a start here on the CT side of overpass, and FaZe Clan, the problem is not just they're man down, but there's under a minute, and they only have 2 smokes and a Molotov, so there's no faking. There's going to be 1 chance, essentially, to get onto a site here.
And they still have to pick what side it's going to be. Kerrigan's out towards long, and he's got one of those smokes. Simple's at A. Zeus and Edward there as well. So at least they're going to the, I guess, quote-unquote, the weaker bomb site. Good trade for Nico. Flamey's still fighting with the SMG, and he's going to get that great kill. 4 on 2, and he's upgraded to an M4 for free. So Kerrigan's now got to book it over, but Edward's going to shut that down. He's going to upgrade to an AK-47. And the question becomes for Guardian, do you want to go for some kills and economic damage, or do you back off? And he's just going to choose to save.
Nico got timed a bit then. He actually wanted to smoke the sniper spot. So that's why he was running in there with a grenade in his hand. That's pretty much the... Well, there are a lot of ways to smoke that sniper spot. People have found like 10 different ways to do it. But that's certainly one of them. So pretty sure that was the plan there. 3-0, and we're just going to continue. Well, I guess 4-0 now because the money isn't really there for FaZe.
Yeah, and
this is interesting.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and the tough part is Guardian saving that off. Like, it's all good, and he can bring it into the next round, and they can see what they get. But there's not enough money to buy around it, at least for rifles. You're going to get some upgraded pistols, and that's it. So not the strongest in any sense. Na'Vi, on the other hand, they've got Flamey already at 8,000. Simple's just below that. So they're loving this. And Edward's going to get aggressive again down the stairwell. Nico's waiting for him with the deagle, but Edward doesn't commit to it. Actually, I mean, look at these openings for Na'Vi. 4 players towards the B bomb site. Simple with the AWP peering in towards the water. And meanwhile, for FaZe, they're essentially just following Guardian around like lost puppies. And hoping he finds something with that all.
See, normally I'd probably criticize FaZe for not, criticize Na'Vi for not being more aggressive on their defense. But when they know they're up against that AWP, it's kind of, there's no point in really giving Guardian any of these fights. So you want to be really defensive in a round like this. But later on, if they don't sort of stick to putting a bit of pressure on this restrooms area, that's going to allow FaZe to get close to the A-bomb side with all of their grenades intact. And you really can't have that when you're on the CT side. So eventually, I think Na'Vi do have to change it up. But right now, I'm fine with it.
Edward got away with one there. Looked like he was going to get caught. He did get tagged with the deagle. FaZe is getting close. So is the spam from Simple, and Guardian is holding this angle. That would be a huge kill to get. The bullet rings out and it misses, but now they pick up the pace. Still blocked off by smokes is FaZe. The boost over, but Edward's going to go right through it. He doesn't care. He doesn't care whatsoever. He's going to grab Rain. And actually, it's a slaughter. 1 kill goes out for FaZe. It's Olaf Meister eventually shutting down Edward. And it's going to be 5-0 very quickly and very efficiently.
Yeah, he just ran right past them. Guardian did win the fight against... Oh, sorry, Simple won the fight against Guardian over at the other side. So 5-0, and now FaZe, I mean, they need to pick it up right away. Oh,
here's another nightmare scenario for FaZe is because Guardian survived with that AWP a couple rounds ago and just lived through the round, didn't get the bonus. He can't afford on this round. He doesn't even have an AK-47. He went for full utility kit, and then he's got a UMP. And Navi's switched into a double op setup, and the irony, Anders, it's palpable. Actually, maybe not irony, but it was Guardian who tweeted out yesterday.
Yes.
Does it seem to me that Flamey is more impactful than Simple with the op?
Oh. He's going to get a chance. He might get a taste of that now.
No, maybe he was just trying to tilt Simple off the face of the earth. you never know.
Do you really want to poke the bear? Do you? I mean, is that really worth it? I have a feeling Simple is going to be even better if you go down that route.
Maybe Guardian wants the 4th sequel to Simple the Undertaker as well. Maybe that's what he's trying to go for.
Yeah, I can't wait for that to happen, Moses. It's a missing piece of the puzzle in my life right now.
Yeah, that should be like a once-a-month series.
It should be. Looks like it's going to be a little bit of a more quick execute. That Molotov does slow them down, but they were actually sort of setting up for it. Now Zeus is going to be jumping on the other side. Oh, he goes for it again, but they're not able to catch him. Missing the shot, Flamey gets baited out, and they're going to be falling back right away. They do have a 3-man stack on this bomb site, but these Molotovs can be really dangerous for FaZe. They can really block out a large part of the bomb site, and you see they're already doing that, raining in left and right. So many grenades on the site. Flamey gets one with the AWP in return. Kerrigan is gone, but there's a great double return. Olaf Meister and Nico getting a kill each, and I don't know, probably worth it to just save at this point.
Yes. That was a very aggressive hit for FaZe, and they actually had to put up the smokes themselves. Na'Vi, after the Molotovs, were happy to not smoke off Catwalk because the angle was there for Flamey with the AWP, but not able to get the kills, and FaZe just circles around him and jumps through their own smoke. So using those to get close to the Oppers is very nice, and obviously the success of the duels onto Electronic and Zeus. Yeah, Edward needs to back off. Simple as well. You're not going to do a whole lot of damage to the economy of FaZe, even with a couple kills here. So don't lose your AWP. You don't want to get reset yourself.
Oh,
that's not ideal.
I think that just goes to like the personal style of Simple, doesn't it? Like you have to almost have to allow him to do that, because
if you yell at him for doing that, then you just break Simple.
Yeah, like I actually think that's true. Obviously, yeah, you would say if you were reading the Counter-Strike sort of textbook, then you'd say no, don't do that. But I think there are a lot of rounds where maybe Simple does just get 2 kills in that situation, and it lessens the win for FaZe, obviously. But they're going to be happy. FaZe picking up the first round here on the T side, making it 5-1. They have a little bit more money to work with. Na'Vi still have a pretty big bank, though.
First round out of a timeout as well for FaZe. So nice adjustment, nice call from Kerrigan. Oh, Edward, that's a shame. You ate that flash so hard. And Simple almost able to get a kill, almost able to get the equalizer. He's tagged Kerrigan, and he's just going to stay right where he was, which is also very simple. And he's doing it as the smoke clears as well, so it's just increasingly dangerous as time goes on. And you kind of have to abandon Zeus here. You just say, good luck.
They're going to check it. Crouching in, but he still wins that fight. 2 versus 1. I have no idea how. M4 in the corner. That's really unusual.
Especially against Nico and Rain.
Yeah.
Those guys do not mess around. Great double kill from Zeus. The luck was with him. He's got 2 HP. He's got control of underpass. He's got information. And he also has a fast flank. Electronic is coming around to meet him. So all Flamey and Simple have to do is buy time.
This is going to be really tough. Grenades are going to be good. I think they're going to land right on top of where Na'Vi are standing, so they might have to move out. You can see Simple under a lot of pressure just from the fire at his feet. And he's going to go down. Olofmeister with a stunning headshot. AK-47 to take him down. And FaZe, in spite of being almost certainly locked out of that round, they bounce right back with a perfect A execute. Electronic, I mean, he's coming in from long. If he can get 1 kill quick, maybe they can fight this.
It helps so much that Na'Vi was playing that defense inside the bomb site. I really think like that's the kind of call where if you're going to have Electronic and Zeus flanking, or especially Electronic, well, I think that flank, first of all, needed to be a little bit quicker, but also those 2 defenders need to get out of the bomb site. You play back, because you're not the main point of the defense at that point, at that spot. If your job is just to delay, just get back and you're behind the execute if you need to be, but if you're in the bomb site and you're standing in fire and you're getting blinded, that's when you can't really allow the flank to come to fruition. And a great shot again from Olofmeister.
What is he doing? Like,
I don't know.
How is he?
I mean, another interesting tweet, wasn't it Vugo, the former coach of Fnatic, that just said that by the end of 2018, Olaf will be considered the best player in the world again?
That's scary, because we've seen what that's like already. We already know what that means.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people out there who don't fully understand how good Olofmeister was in like 2015.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate for you guys. Should probably go back and watch some of those games.
Yeah, that was really, really ridiculous. Like there were times where he just made the game look too easy almost.
Yeah, 2015 Fnatic was freakish.
Yeah, it was. You see him run into site. He was low on health when he even came into the A-bomb site, and he just strolled in, got that incredibly fast kill. The fire, the Molotovs really helped out. You see that even Simple is obviously a great player. You can see the stress on him having to sort of dodge the fire, and it's definitely no fun at all.
Dodge the fire, dodge the flashbangs, and still be prepared to take a shot.
Yeah, exactly. Not easy. 5-2, and we're moving into the 8th round. Lots of grenades, lots of everything right now on FaZe. 1 tactical timeout, quick bounce back, even though they lost 2 players early in that round, and it looked like that was over.
Yeah, when Zeus gets those 2 kills, just his positioning and everything, you just think it's kind of done with. Great recovery from FaZe, obviously getting into the A-bomb site very clean. Sipple's got that up again over towards Sandbags. Electronic leading the way to control this zone.
Yeah, I quite like this position. He does get flashed in. He doesn't actually pull the trigger. A lot of people I think would have done that. Rain going to come in with 2 big kills, taking out Electronic and Simple both. So now it's all done. Just, well, okay.
Good talk.
Yeah, it was.
There's Edward doing whatever he can. And a very good start, a 5-0 start for Na'Vi, and then quick back down to reality. A couple good rounds from Olofmeister and Rain, and they're going to be on the pistols. Full save for Na'Vi, maybe some buying up the Deagles. This is what the desk was talking about. This is what I think it was Duncan that mentioned it. You know, this FaZe team just has so many players. Just the power and strength and skill of these guys. Like even if someone's having an off game, you've got other guys who are going to be incredible. So you can pretty much withstand and win the game in a lot of different ways.
It's really horrifying to watch, isn't it? Because yeah, like I think the mental factor as well. You have as soon as you see this happening and you're on the receiving end, you have to sort of push it out of your mind and think, just don't worry about it. Especially, I know they're just running and hitting headshots, but don't think about it.
Yeah, especially like Rain with one flashbang over the wall, right?
Yeah.
Just bangs out an Opper, gets the follow-up onto a FAMAS, and then walks up, strolls up the ramp by sandbags and gets someone with an M4. So that's just one player and one flashbang. Never feels good. Missed shots from Edward will spell his doom. And Zeus is still down in the... Oh, God bless it all.
That's a good job. Olaf is feeling it.
Yeah, he's having a game, isn't he?
Does go down to Zeus. I think they double-teamed him over there, so not bad at all. Flamey with one with the CZ, 75. They've made this expensive already. Now, if they get him a little bit closer here, Carrigan almost looking the wrong way. Still going to get that kill on Flamey. Looked like there was a big opportunity there. But they've put in all the smokes, and that's a good job up on the sniper spot and on the low ground as well. Zeus sneaking in behind. He does have no armor at all, so I don't know. This still feels unlikely.
No, but you go for it if you're Zeus. Until then, you're dead. Guardian did find you, but I'm not against the idea. I know I talk a lot about, you know, saving the weapons at times, but that is the bomb went down early enough. You were close enough to kind of try and make a play and see if something could happen. Because if you get Guardian and maybe, you know, you kind of are game on, especially considering Kerrigan's at 6 HP. Flamey had to have known he tagged him up quite nice. A fourth round for FaZe as they look to even out the score, get a little bit closer. They'll have a chance into this next round. Electronic is on the hunt for a weapon. Doesn't really care about the kills, but he just wants to find a gun. Not going to happen.
Not this time. 4-5. That's 4 in a row for FaZe. They are looking very good all of a sudden. Sort of came out of a slow start. It looked like Na'Vi were fully in control. They had a lot of money to work with. It's all turned around. Now I guess the question becomes, how do Na'Vi change this? What's a good way to stop FaZe from just rolling in like this?
I mean, you let simple be simple. I mean, that's the... That's kind of the easy answer, I guess. But you unleash him and you let him do whatever he wants with the AWP, and that's kind of what Na'Vi, especially on overpass, ever since I referenced it earlier in the Gambit game. Ever since Andy's been the coach, a lot of their success on the defensive side of overpass has come down to Simple's aggression, and we saw it with Edward earlier on when they got out to this 5-0 run. But you let him have that AWP to take over portions of the map and go take whatever fight he feels comfortable with. At the moment, he's not overextending himself by any means. Playing in bathrooms with Edward, and that smoke is going to cause him to fall back. Good kill from Nico. That's a push from Flamey, and then Electronic trades him off. That's outside of B.
It's going to put a fair bit of pressure on FaZe, because now they know that Electronic knows that nobody else was there. He didn't see anyone else. There's no one there to refrag. Simple ready. If Carrigan makes the jump, that could end very badly. He's exactly the sort of player who's going to be quick enough for it. But that smoke is going to leave Edward alone. And Simple making a rough choice. Jumping to help his teammate. Gets the leg shot in. The spray doesn't work. And Guardian and Olafmeister with a great return. Zeus is now in the corner. There's almost no way they check this. Very unlikely. And indeed, Olafmeister walks right past. There's one kill and trying to get the fight with Rain. Guardian, if he had run through as well, that could have been the end of it. Spraying a little bit here is Electronic, the last player left for Na'Vi. And they're going to put up that smoke to cancel him out. Should be a bomb plant coming through. 24 seconds. And Electronic, he's going to jump right into Rain, picking up the double kill. And FaZe will win it. That's another round for them. 5 in a row. Resetting the Na'Vi economy one more time.
Yeah, put him back to the Stone Age. Really good round from FaZe. Really nice job handling that long stack. You can see the Alper stepping in front of the smoke. He's kind of required to do that when that smoke gets thrown out, or else his teammate is just isolated. So really good stuff. Jumping out wide, the first player from FaZe, even though he gets taken down, there's plenty of follow-up. Olaf with a nice shot. Rain as well, closing out the round.
Yeah, that broke that up. Just the power of just one smoke grenade. Really good read from FaZe. We see Carrigan has been throwing that smoke quite a bit, actually. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's pretty... Everyone kind of throws that smoke. You have to do it, one, to isolate if there is that kind of a long stack, but also if you want to get close to to execute or anything along those lines. Like sometimes you see teams just like kind of walk up to right to the edge of that smoke and then a pop flash through it as well. Can be very effective. So
there's still a lot of unexplored territory, I think, for Na'Vi. There's lots of stuff that they could do that they haven't tried in terms of the defense. But they're running out of rounds. I mean, there's still 5 left, but they're not going to have money for a bunch of them. I'd be interested. People have gone away from this a lot recently. Not just Na'Vi, but really everybody.
Okay.
But the sort of double push down to long, even triple push sometimes.
You mean through Monster? Or
no, I mean on A long, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because a lot of teams on the T side will play that very passively back in towards Picnic, and then it almost feels like it's kind of a waste of manpower, and then it's awkward. There's a lot of angles that they can play from. A couple of flashbangs can ruin your day. It's a long way to fall back if something goes wrong, so you're kind of committed to the fight. Zeus peeks off Catwalk. Rain drops Electronic, who try to take advantage of the attention being pulled away by coming out Squeaky Door. And Edward's still here in the smokes. That's a nice drive-by. But FaZe has this kind of handled. There is some scary spots. Nico and Olaf don't have a whole lot of HP, so you can see they're kind of being whittled down, but they're still in command of the situation, which is nice. He's only got 2 bullets yet left, so.
There's plenty of bullets, Moses.
Yeah? Just 2.
If they line up for you, you could get 2 kills probably. Simple though with the Deagle. He's gonna have to hit some unreal timing, pushing in, and oh, that was almost it, Moses. They lined up for him. The Deagle almost doing the work. Zeus has got the AK-47 and a bit of armor, but that smoke, and they still have a Molotov on Rain, so he's gonna have to wait a long time behind this. Definitely not easy.
Again, though, you can go for this if you're Zeus. I mean, I know you don't have a kit, but you have the full losing bonus, and you're already close by. You're gonna be buying your team's buying next round no matter what. But still playing the money game. This would allow Simple to have an extra AWP if they run into any kind of sticky problems later on in the half. If they want to get an extra buy with that weapon, so.
Yeah, he wasn't really feeling it, and I suppose
that second smoke, I think, really kind of ruined the idea of it.
Yeah, it wasn't looking likely at all. Nico trying to survive the blast, and he's not going to be doing that. So AWP disappears for a moment, and Rain, oh, he did pick it up, so not bad at all. It's another round for FaZe. Right back into the mix they are.
It seems like so long ago, Enders, we were saying, good start for Na'Vi. And now it's all gone. It's all flipped.
And they must feel that as well. They must sort of have that feeling in their hearts that, man, this is really turned around.
What happened? Well, they've gone back to the setup that worked for them early on. Double op setup, Simple and Flamey each with an AWP. Not a whole lot of utility. We've seen the aggression and kind of that innovative playmaking is tempered at the moment out of Simple.
And it's always difficult to know, is that him saying I'm personally not feeling it, or is it a team decision to say, listen, we can't really unleash you just yet. We know you want to, but we need you to play a certain position here, especially CT side, right?
Yeah.
The consequence of failing one of those mad plays is pretty devastating.
Yeah, it's hard to recover against FaZe. I would imagine it's a little bit of both. We'll see, though. Holding an angle at the moment. Kerrigan not quite sliding out into his crosshair. Flamey's got the other up over towards B, peering through Monster, so he's peering deep in towards the fences in the back and sees absolutely nothing. 3 players worth of utility on the FaZe side. Smoke, flash, Molotov across all of them. And everyone's lined up and getting ready to hit the save bomb site. Nico's just kind of playing right outside the Squeaky Door, just being an option for a rotation if need be. And Edward wants the information. He's pushed up.
If they swing too wide, Simple's going to be there. One flash goes out. FaZe definitely knew that. One problem is there's only 25 seconds, so I'm not loving this for FaZe. I feel like you can play it close to the clock, but this is a little bit too close. on Scopes, doesn't take the shot, otherwise that could have been it. 16 seconds as they run onto the bomb side. Carrigan gets a kill on Edward. Simple with one in return, but they've switched places. Zeus is coming through on the other side as Simple goes down. He's ready and waiting. Oh, a little bit too soon. Tries to get the bomb planter, but Nico's still alive and he's going to come back out. Gets the kill on Zeus in the corner. Guardian sprayed down through the smoke. Flamey picking up the kill on Nico. It's just unrelenting battle going on here at the A-bomb site, and now Carrigan is alone. The bomb is planted. He can definitely spot them if they try and go for the defuse, and he has the Molotov for long range, but one bullet on him, and he's going to be done. Electronic putting it down out in the open. Great play for Carrigan, and now Flamey is in a world of trouble. He doesn't have the kit, just picking it up now, and Carrigan's just waiting in the corner, pre-firing, and getting the headshot. Triple kill here for the Danish captain of FaZe, and that's out of control.
What a boss. What a play from Carrigan. The flashbang up in the sky blinds the player Flamey who's trying to protect the diffuser. That's perfect. And that was a real struggle for FaZe to get in. They actually made a mistake. I didn't like that either, that they ran on the clock so much, because they hadn't applied enough pressure earlier on to force utility out. So when 30 seconds hits and that smoke goes down, they run a real risk of just running into the blender of Edward's rifle. But somehow trade their way into the site. Obviously, Zeus was doing his best to kind of sneak his way out of the smoke to destroy the planter before the bomb went down. But a phenomenal clutch out of Carrigan.
Imagine if Nico had gone for the default plant.
Yeah.
Then
would have been over.
Zeus just gets both the kills and probably ends it right then and there.
Yep. Oh, the tricks you pull off when you don't have control of the site, you kind of get that sense that, oh, you know, if we haven't really cleared out long a whole lot, it's a bit craziness and hectic over there.
Yeah. Slow take. I think FaZe were expecting aggression out of Na'Vi this time around. He's set up over by the playground, waiting for someone to push in, maybe expecting that long push. Oh, Flick misses and Simple's in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down. The Molotov pretty much made sure he couldn't escape. Zeus trades and is quickly killed by Carrigan. This is not looking good at all.
No, it is not. Olaf is doing a very solid job in this game so far. Great trades as well. A lot of precision coming out for this FaZe team. And yeah, I mean, Simple's largely been neutralized. I think. Oh, this is the bomb. That's actually scary. Oh, they might have just done it. Somehow they might have made this work. 1-on-2, but Flamey's got the bomb, and he can't transfer over to the new gun, but Carrigan's got to go for this. Completely blind. His teammate is far away. Olafmeister can't get into the action, so thank God Carrigan wins that. I'm not even sure he could have gotten the bomb and gotten into the bomb site quick enough.
No, he would have been very close at any rate, so what a round from Carrigan. Saving the last one, getting a quad kill in this one. Everybody's working well at the moment. Yeah, that was a little bit mental. I think the fence there, catching some of the bullets from Flamey. And the FAMAS already not doing too much in the beginning, so 8-5. 14th round coming up now. It's an 8-round run for FaZe.
Just casual, one timeout, and it's all flipped.
And Carrigan is the one top fragging. That's how you know it's really gone out of control.
What was it? What was the phrase on the desk that they like to use so much?
Oh man, we'll leave that on the desk, shall we?
Oh, right through the smoke as well. There's some confidence from Carrigan, and that's going to be frustrating for Edward. He's got to just be wondering, why is Carrigan just stepping in front of this smoke? Simple and Electronic quickly the only ones left, and no one from FaZe has even been touched. These are very clean kills. That's a nice dink, but you know, those don't really count anymore. Can't be too happy about those if you don't get the kill. 9-5, and Na'Vi would love to preserve their dignity by just winning this last one.
Maybe they should just ask them if they can have it. Say, listen,
pretty please.
Our fans are not loving this at all, and just we want to give them something.
Guardian, you used to be one of us.
Oh man, this is rough. Robin obviously is loving life at the moment. It's just a grand old time.
I think pretty much anyone in this world would love to be the coach of FaZe. I feel like it'd be a very stress-free position.
Yeah, I'd love it. There'd be a lot more quad boosts, Moses, but
you did tell me that you told some of the players your boost idea to check it out on your video, and we haven't seen it yet. So I think that's kind of a testament.
Yeah, I think when I tell them, they just shake their heads and say,
Not another one.
Yeah, we have to amuse them by sort of pretending that we're listening, but really it's just, you know.
You've made one good video in all these years, and it was the train smokes.
Yeah.
Nice shot from Flamey.
That's not bad at all. Taking down Carrigan. Oh, Zeus will get the spam through on Olofmeister, so that's not bad at all. 2 versus 5. There's no way they win this, Moses. It'll never happen.
Yeah, what are you willing to put on it?
It's the pie. See? Easy peasy.
Listen, Rain's won 1v5s before.
Has he?
Yeah.
With 40 seconds left, and they know exactly where he is. You get the spray down on 1, and Zeus will take him down.
If that transfer had hit,
that would have
done it. Yeah.
Listen, I don't ever hear you making these kind of bets anymore, Moses.
I'm off it.
Yeah. 9-6, though. 8 rounds. Yeah, 9 rounds in a row, and then a little bit at the end. A little cherry on top for Na'Vi. It was what wasn't really a great Sunday at all for them, was it?
No.
They weren't enjoying it. 16 for Kerrigan, 15 for Zeus, and I don't know.
It's the way the 2 in-game leaders are leading each of the teams. 2 guys often criticized for individual performances as well. So, I mean, beautiful. And you have to say as well, maybe perhaps even with 16 kills, the most important contribution Kerrigan made was whatever adjustment he called at 5-0 with that timeout he took. Obviously able to make the run happen for his team.
Maybe what they did is they made a commitment in the beginning to playing left hand just for the lulz, and then at 5 rounds they were like, let's play normal again.
This isn't working, guys. We'll go back. Or blindfolded.
Yeah, something like that. Inverted mouse maybe for 5 rounds just to see what it's like.
Just to see how the other side lives.
This is, I mean, it is kind of crazy. It isn't done yet though. I mean, you know, a good start here for Na'Vi. 3 in a row for them if they can get up to 9-9 and then win that 4th round. Then we're really looking at something. But it won't be easy at all, and they have to get past this pistol round. And on overpass, Glocks, how do you have to get close? I mean, that's kind of what's the key here? What are they doing?
There was a tech pause, and I just get the feeling from watching like Flamey laugh that it was like something like really easy that Zeus like just didn't know. Like, you know, there's always those players who like don't know how to change like their hertz or something, or like their monitor resolution, or like the most basic thing in your graphics.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Maybe that was it. All right. Seems like they're all ready to go. So, if you are just joining us, then a big welcome. It's Na'Vi versus FaZe here for a best of 3, map number 1, and the second half is coming up now. FaZe on the CT side, Na'Vi on the T side, and they only have 1 smoke there on Na'Vi. Zeus in charge of that.
Olofmeister's been shanked by his own team. There's a traitor in their midst. Look at Rain. You talked about how good he is on pistol rounds. He's obviously extremely confident. He just rushed along A, and he sees nothing.
Yeah, big indication. Nico, 1 headshot. Second to follow it up. Olofmeister, that's Nico again, getting the 4th headshot and looking for more. Quad headshot coming in, shutting down all of Na'Vi just like that. And he wants the ace, and he's going to get it as well. Every single one a headshot. What a barbarian. This is unbelievable. He's just casually smiling, smugly smiling. Who does that?
What a little demon. He did it against Cloud9 yesterday as well on a pistol round, on the CT pistol round on Cash. I don't know if you saw the highlight. It was absolutely insane. The best part about that is he was playing bait. Like, he was like, at some point, if they hit the B bomb site, he's supposed to die because Guardian was at Toxic Barrels with him, just like looking straight into the ground. So Nico's supposed to die, Guardian's supposed to pop up and surprise some people, but he just kills them all instead.
That is, in fact, the answer to that kind of riddle right there.
Nothing to do but laugh, because if you don't laugh, you're probably crying.
Yeah, the pain of existence sets in, and you just it's too much, isn't it? Oh, Rain getting closed in on by Flamey. That's not very comfortable with the CSET 75 versus the SMG. Electronic finds another close range battle, taking down Guardian, and now this is great timing on the bomb side. Oh, he's visible from the bank though. Otherwise, maybe he could have sort of hidden there for a little bit. Long range tap against Simple will bring him down to very low health, and Carrigan will be in charge of dropping Flamey. So bomb is finally on the way there, but they don't really have the health for this anymore. And well, that's just great job from Nico. Another ridiculous sequence. Why is he making it look so easy?
It just is for him. He's one of those. I don't know how he plays with the watch. That would annoy me. Yeah, he's obviously on point. It's his turn to take over. Olaf had a good stretch there earlier on. Kerrigan obviously top fragging, and now Nico at the pistol in this round helping out with the recovery. Very nice in the rotation.
If you get a zoom in of the watch the next time it comes around, all the time it just says win on every so it's just always time to win. That's why he does it. It's motivation, Moses.
I can't give you a laugh on that one.
It's too much.
I can't even give you the
Reaching too far.
Yeah.
Oh well. Simple to take down Guardian, so it's not bad at all. Just every time you can make these rounds expensive, you increase the chance that if you win that 4th round, you're going to be in a real position to do something. But they did invest everything into this.
I was going to say, they really do need to make it expensive, and that might not even be enough, because this is 2 rounds now they've basically fully invested in. If they lose this and phases up towards 12, there's Zeus. Does find the bottom portion of that totem pole, and Kerrigan's pushed up and cleared out Fountain and Picnic and Party. Now going to be watching for the stairs. Kerrigan has a double kill, so they know roughly his location or where he could be from here.
$50 seconds on the clock, so they have some time to make up their minds. They have a fair few smokes still left. This is actually pretty doable for Na'Vi. Because the problem for FaZe, obviously, is do they put 2B, 1A, or the other way around? Like it's not that easy of a choice to make.
No, I mean, at this point, you either have to push, or you just play very far back at like the B bomb site or the A bomb site, and you just rely on the rotations, and you just kind of play retake.
Ooh.
Oh, I like this from Kerrigan, though. As long as he doesn't go too far away, which is awkward because he has an SMG, but he's kind of an insurance policy, and he's going to spot a couple here. They're going to line up for him. He does dink Flamey and then kill Zeus. Bomb's going to be planted. Nico's on the flank, and Rain coming from CT spawn. Rain just needs to be patient.
Yeah, doubly so because he has the Molotov, so if it ends up being one guy trying to hide in the corner to try and stop the defuse, that one Molotov could really do quite a bit of damage. Sneaking on in. One bullet here would end Flamey, and in fact, maybe even more than that. They line up for Rain, and just that shot was just like a beacon through the smoke, wasn't it?
Yep.
Instant end to the round. 12 rounds now for FaZe. Great start here to the second half, and Na'Vi had put everything into that. That was like a power play from Na'Vi, you know? It's the same thing. It's unlikely that we're going to come back in this game, but if we are, then we might as well try and make it really explosive.
I'm wondering why they bought that round, though. I mean, they essentially just have to invest every single round from now on until they win or just lose the game. But the second round that they also invested into, FaZe had 3 people survive, and there was no plant. So I'm not sure why Na'Vi might have tried to keep the economic pressure up and try and play that kind of a game. Bit of a curious decision. 12-6, and it's been a 12-1 run. Here's that aggression towards long you like to see. Rain, he's just going to give up the fight. He's all alone. He saw Simple far back and just doesn't want to mess with it whatsoever.
And that's a good idea. It's much easier for Simple to get a teammate to call in a flashbang and ruin his day. So you want to see him just fall back from that position. They've switched Guardian up there instead on long, which is a position he just loves playing. Does it really often. It's a curious problem facing an all-pro on long like this, because the flashbangs usually don't really reach this far. So, you know, unless you throw them over the wall, but then if there's 2 people out there, they're not going to flash one of them. That's it.
That is a nice peek. Very fast. Simple waiting for him, trying to hold the angle. Not going to happen. And with that kill, Guardian falls back, relocates. No one from Na'Vi over towards the B bomb site. Nico has already gained phenomenal ground. Out towards the shorter sewer. Olaf's going to be there as well. Kerrigan and Rain working in tandem with the rifles towards bathrooms. Guardian will be able to react whichever way he wants.
It's hard to watch. I mean, Na'Vi are obviously they're a really good team, and they've been looking good, but this is right now FaZe are just completely overpowering them. Shutting down everything that happens. Is Kerrigan getting a couple of more kills. He's been having a fantastic game, and it's just going to continue, it seems. Nico to close out the round with a single kill. And as you said, they more or less have to just sort of almost, I mean, I guess they might be forced to save actually, but either way, they they're in trouble.
They're playing very scared. They're not playing like they want to take a whole lot of fights. Like they're gaining map control and they're gaining some ground, but usually it's only when someone from FaZe is falling back. Other than that, no one from Na'Vi really seems that motivated to kind of push up and try and force the issue in any sense. Gonna get a tactical pause coming out, as Edward calls it. 6-13.
They need to figure something out, Moses. This is way out of control. I mean, this has been such an overwhelming performance from FaZe, and there's seemingly no stopping it. You put their hands together, Moses, and summon Captain Planet to fight for them.
All the rings?
All the rings, exactly.
Why Captain Planet?
It was just in my mind. I wish I could explain why. Just a good show, isn't it?
It was all right.
The world was better back then. We were fighting to save the planet, teaching kids to do that.
It made more sense, didn't it? Recycling.
Yeah. Well, saving dolphins, I think, from getting trapped in nets and stuff like that. It was good. 20th round, and the gap just continues to grow. A lot of deagles. That one AK-47 on Flamey. There's some opportunity here to maybe have an impact. Rain has snuck up. This is dangerous, but he's got backup.
I mean, you want to ask, you kind of want to know, oh my god, they've taken so much damage. Flamey, Simple, Electronic, all down below half HP. But you want to, ooh, that's a nice win. But Nico's going to respond. No one else pushing the issue. One of the ways where, I mean, a good start for Na'Vi to try and actually come back into this is they have to stop this kind of aggression. Rain pushing up so frequently. We've had Nico and Olaf over towards the B bomb site. And it's a very hard thing for Na'Vi in all fairness. Look at this position from Rain.
Oh.
He's going to hear Electronic, and he's going to turn around, but he doesn't want to take that fight, doesn't want to give up that position. Look at the HP in these remaining players. There's very small chance Na'Vi is able to win this one.
Yeah.
I do want to make the point that it's a tough decision for Na'Vi to make at the moment, because you kind of have, you know, you have a couple options, and none of them are great. Either one, you spread out into a default and make sure you're watching everything for a push and open yourself up to getting picked off by the incredible individual play that we're seeing out of guys like Rain, like Nico, and everything like that. And Guardian with the AWP, obviously a big worry. Or you kind of do something faster pace so the flanks and the information that are being gathered by those aggressive plays are lessened. But in that situation, again, you are running into a CT side with a full set of utility. You are running into a CT side that has really, really on-point individuals. So there's no great answer at the moment other than to say Na'Vi, they have to try something.
It's almost impossible. I think you're right, though. If Rain can push up like that and get that much information and just control part of the map, then even if you make a good call, there's a chance that it can be sort of short-circuited almost immediately by him just suddenly sort of appearing behind you. And they've got the same setup because they weren't even discovered last time doing it, so they might as well just repeat it. Edward falling back, making a fair bit of noise, and Simple going to put out a grenade. I think, yeah, just this, they will probably have a good idea of what's happening now.
Look at how much the map has shrunk.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't know it yet, Rain, that he can push up and walk all the way around behind, but Olaf and Nico are going to hang out at short sewers and sandbags. Kerrigan and Guardian can rotate very easily. Rain's going to have a very fast flank.
Oh, that might have been a bit of a mistake. Olaf seemingly had a good position now. He's actually weirdly left Nico alone on the bomb site. Or Kerrigan, I think. Nico coming back in to help out. Right on the edge. Flashbang works perfectly. Kerrigan and Nico combining for a really good defense here at the L bend. Turning around. Oh, he taps it away. He has almost no bullets left, so didn't get a chance to reload. Still working out just fine. Simple and Zeus are now left, and they're not going to get anything done. Simple, the last one here on the bomb side. They actually boost on the other side to try and get close to him. Na'Vi right now, those graffitied characters on that pillar, Moses, are like a representation of how they feel.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
Look at it. Look at their faces. They just...
Is that like pain and agony?
Yeah, it is. They're not happy at all, Moses.
Perhaps depression.
Yeah, don't go and look. It'll make you sad. 15-6, ladies and gentlemen. You can't explain that, Bill O'Reilly would say.
Well, we'll do it live. 25-12 for Kerrigan. 21 kills on Nico. They have blanked Na'Vi in this second half. Guardian now going to get aggressive with the op. Misses a shot, but why not go for more Guardian? You do get destroyed.
Yeah, but if that had worked, it would also be the ultimate statement that you've just lost this round or this map. That's it. We're done.
We own you. Well, we've seen FaZe come back from a deficit man down on this map in this half. There's no more AWP for them to play with. But there is Rain, who is pushed up again. And he has the bomb, and it's in playground, and it's awkward. But Electronics should have a timing. No, Rain just turned around at the right moment, but can't win the fight anyways. Meanwhile, it's been equalized into a 3-on-3 from Kerrigan.
Yeah, but look at the rest of FaZe. They're still all over the map. Olofmeister wins that fight against Zeus. If Na'Vi try and fall back, they're likely going to get run into some random person who's now hiding in restrooms or the connector or something. It's very hard for them to guess exactly where is safe and where is not. And there's only 45 seconds. The bomb is on long, and Flamey's on the other side. It's going to be Kerrigan going down next. Not bad for Electronic at all. Still with the bomb. Obviously, that showed now. So now quick in pursuit is going to be Nico. As long as Olof can stay alive here, they've still got a great sandwich going on. Eggs and bacon and everything inside. A little bit of cheese on there too, Moses.
All the pancakes.
All the pancakes and the syrup too. It's Electronic putting down the bomb and almost backing into Nico. In fact, there's the shot to take him down. Flamey now in a 1 versus 2 with very little chance to do much of anything here. They are going to have a chance to double team him. They've got plenty of time on the clock. And there's one grenade picked up and the peek coming in. Reading the situation beautifully, making it 16-6 in favor of FaZe. What a god tier performance.
Yeah, that's brutal. That's a timeout is called at 5-0 for Na'Vi, and ever since that timeout, it was a 16-1 run.
Yeah, after that they won a single round. Na'Vi, they had one round that they could pick up. That's pretty good.
I'm actually kind of speechless, and at a certain point, I mean, if you're Na'Vi, when you go back and watch this demo, it's just going to be something where you say, especially if you're like the in-game leader or the analyst, and you're just like, how did we possibly let Rain just do whatever he wanted across the map at any point from the A-bomb site? Like, they were never able to stop him. Even when he changed up the way he was aggressive, he just rushed underpass. And that's exactly why you can't let him get away with it to begin with, because once he feels that freedom and that confidence, he can just go anywhere that he wants.
Really an incredible game, obviously, and I mean, I think they have a short time now where they can go talk about it and sort of figure out how do we forget about that.
It's not going to be a good talk.
No, definitely not going to be one of those.
It's not going to be a good talk at all.
Not one of those fun talks you like to have with your friends. Well, that's it. The desk are going to have a fun time breaking this down. I can't wait for Duncan's comments on all of this madness. His boys Simple did get beat up a little bit.
Not to his right. They did push them in.
Yeah. So close, Moses. We're going to have a break, and when we come back, it's going to be the desk. Stay with us.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.
Don't know how to build a team from scratch or find good teammates? DreamTeam.gg, the ultimate team building platform. Find and connect with new players, coaches and teams. Manage and monetize your team. Get on fast track to advance from novice to amateur and, if desired, to professional gamer. Join DreamTeam.gg today.
possible? You still always a monster, Tom!